Hi, everybody. Karma here with episode 51 of My Life Stories. Welcome back, all my subscribers, and to all my new viewers. Please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe and hit the bell icon to not miss any new episodes. As a subscriber, this makes it easy for you to get any new content from me without having to go look for it. And if you have any free time, listen to my playlists. So get yourself a drink, sit back, relax, and let's get started. Today's story is called There Are Signs Everywhere. I was remembering one of my favorite movies the other day, Fools Rush In, and a scene where Matthew Perry's character is walking about aimlessly when he runs into a priest. Without missing a beat, the priest tells him, "There are signs everywhere." "What did you say?" he asks the priest. "You look lost," he responds. "There are signs everywhere to help you find your way." I have always believed in signs. Maybe that is why this movie resonated so much with me. Anytime in my life I've had a major event, I've received a sign to help guide my way through. When I was starting out in my chosen career field, the first major corporate job I applied for, I never thought I would get. The competition for those positions is intense. As a newbie, I knew my chances were limited at best, but every time I went for a walk to clear my head, I found a four-leaf clover. Maybe that happened because I was not paying attention, but I came home frequently enough with four-leaf clovers that my husband begged me to buy lottery tickets. As I think back on my life, I can see the signs. Some are funny, some obvious, and some not so obvious that it took me quite a while to see them. When I first met my husband, I felt as if though I recognized him, like he was familiar to me, and I had known him forever, even though I had just talked to him for a few minutes. That feeling in itself should have been a big sign for me, but I ignored it. I felt as if though he could never be interested in someone like me. You see, we are different races. Back then, this was not to be taken lightly. Even now, we tend to get the old side eye in some places. I didn't get to see him again until the office Christmas party. I was standing next to him when they called numbers for a door prize of $50. "I can't believe I got it," he said. "You're lucky for me, and I should take you out to dinner with this money." I thought long and hard when he asked me out. He was slick and made it sound not like a date, but more like two friends sharing a meal. I got my first sign at that time, and I can see it now, although at the time I brushed it off as mere coincidence. We were sitting at the restaurant when a somewhat obscure song came out. I love this song, but most of the people I know had never heard of it, or of the singer that sang it. Almost as if on cue, to my complete astonishment, we both started singing along with the song. "You know this song?" I asked him. "Sure do," he replied. Incredible, I thought. What are the odds? As we got to know each other, I was uneasy with how comfortable I felt with him. I learned he had previously been married and had a 7-year-old son that I got to meet. He was a great father. He had moved back in with his mother after his divorce, and she was helping him get back on his feet. He is a wonderful individual, social and charming, but when he asked me to marry him, I freaked out. "I think we should just live together," I told him. But he said he had to think of his son. The only way the three of us would work out would be if I made a commitment to him and we got married. I told him I needed time to think and walked away from him. I didn't know if I could go through with it and take care of his little boy. And then a few days later, I was at a grocery store when I heard, "Mom! Mom!" and felt myself enveloped in a big bear hug. I turned to find a little boy with his arms wrapped around me. "You're not my mom," he said when he saw my face. I got eye level with him. "No," I said, but I could be. For some reason, this little encounter crystallized things for me. It was like seeing clearly for the first time. The third sign happened at work. My boss, who knew my husband and knew there were strict policies against nepotism and employees fraternizing, said to me, "You should date him." "Are you trying to get me fired?" I asked him. "No," he said. "He's just a nice guy, and I think he would be good for you." I was speechless and didn't know what to say. My boss had never, ever said anything like that to me before. Because I had dragged my feet so long, I figured that he had given up. I didn't know whether to be happy or sad about that. That Valentine's Day, he proposed to me, and I said yes. I thought he would never ask me again. We also decided to get married on Valentine's Day. I can honestly say that the ceremony was beautiful and heartfelt and one of the happiest days of my life. Sometimes you're not paying attention, and that leads to things passing you by. Sometimes the signs are there all along for you. I hadn't thought of the movie Fools Rush in a long time and decided to look it up. My favorite part is the story that Isabel tells Alex when they are at the Grand Canyon. She says, "The very first time I came here, my father told me the story about a family of squirrels that lived in the plateau. He said that one day the canyon split. Half of the squirrels ended up in the north rim, and the other half ended up in the south rim. Over time, the two families became different. Each one adjusted to their own environment. The ones to the north are dark, bushy-tailed, and have bigger ears. The ones to the south are leaner, meaner, and much prettier. Even though they look different and they act different, they are the exact same squirrel. They just grew up on different sides." Alex then asked her, "And this canyon between them, will they ever be able to cross it?" This story was an analogy of my life at the time, and the answer is yes, they can and do cross the canyon between them, not without some trouble, some hardship, some good luck, and lots of good times along the way. But that is how you make it together and build a family. I will always identify very much with the characters in the movie Fools Rush In. The last sign that I missed fell into place a few days ago. Imagine my surprise when I looked at the date the movie debuted. February 14, 1997, the day my husband and I got married. I remember when the movie Fools Rush In came out. I was dazzled by the thought of getting a Gray's Papayas hot dog, and I was so disappointed when I got to New York and found out they had closed. I think the movies are like that. They touch you, they light a fire under your feet, and they make you do crazy things. Let me know what your favorite movie is and how it resonates with you in the comments section. And leave 3 heart emojis for the author of this story. Commenting, liking, and subscribing are a great way to support this channel and a way for me to know if I'm putting out content that you enjoy. I would appreciate any feedback that you can give me. If you would like your story read on my channel, please submit your story to karma@karmageddon.com or post to u/Karmageddon on Reddit. All stories will be read anonymously with either initials, descriptions, or pseudonyms only. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Feel free to share and subscribe and hit the bell icon for any new stories to be delivered to you. Also, check out my playlists whenever you have some free time. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And that's my video for today. Remember, do something nice today. Help me change the world.
It's not their turn, it's my turn to shine. Like the rays of the sunlight reaching out my arms.
See you next Tuesday. Don't be afraid to show gratitude for the blessings in your life. Tell the people you love how much they mean to you. And most of all, remain positive and don't give in to the negativity that is all around us. Be prepared for change, and I will see you later.